Take note, tourists. With the 2018 FIFA World Cup coming up in Russia, security measures are going to be tightened. Officials predict fights between rival fans and police are more likely to take place in the host cities, meaning there will be an elevated likelihood of injuries and collateral damage done to property. Visitors of non-white racial backgrounds are likely to become targets of individual attacks by football fans or radical groups. With limited legal assistance, minor crimes like pickpocketing, theft, and robberies will likely be underreported by Russian authorities. There is also heightened risk of cyber attacks with the intent of breaching the information security of corporate visitors. Despite the security concerns and the recent death of a Spanish police officer when hooligans rioted before the Spartak Moscow's Europa League match at Athletic Bilbao, FIFA said it has complete trust in the security arrangements for the 2018 World Cup. Locked down.
France strengthens security for Euro 2016. French authorities are stepping up security measures as the Euro 2016 Football Championship kicks off. Euro 2016 will see 24 teams competing in France, with 51 games at 10 venues. Some 2.5 million fans are expected to visit France to watch the tournament. French authorities have stepped up security measures, including a dual ring of steel around all stadiums. All stadiums and team facilities will be heavily guarded and have been declared no-fly zones. In the event of an attack from the air, authorities would apply technology to divert drones rather than shoot them down. 10 fan zones in host cities are a big security concern. The Paris fan zone is the largest and can hold up to 90,000 supporters. Security precautions for fan zones include metal detectors, video surveillance, sniffer dogs, a large police presence, and a ban on large bags. French authorities have also launched an app which alerts users to terror attacks within 15 minutes of an incident. Nearly 100,000 French security forces will be deployed to oversee the stadiums, training facilities, and fan zones in the country. Both the US and UK have issued warnings about travelling to France during the tournament.
Watching me, watching you. Big Brother will be watching out for sports fans at Super Bowl 52 this weekend. When Minneapolis hosts Super Bowl 52 this weekend, law enforcement will be watching out for public safety through the lenses of some 2,000 fixed surveillance cameras. Thousands of fans will descend on the city where 3,000 police officers will be on duty. Around 2,000 officers will be equipped with a video application that lets them record and broadcast suspicious activity to a command center. There, 80 staff from various law enforcement agencies will monitor public safety on the day and coordinate accordingly across Minneapolis. According to Pioneer Press, command center officials will watch the movements of officers in real time by tracking blue and white badges on a map. Officials will also be able to monitor and deal with most incidents within the U.S. Bank Stadium via enhanced surveillance technology. Similar operations have taken place in other cities hosting the Super Bowl.
Cleveland ramps up security for Republican National Convention. Ahead of this week's GOP convention in Cleveland, the city has spent millions of dollars instituting security measures to protect cops, attendees, and protesters alike. Some 50,000 people are expected to attend the 2016 Republican National Convention this week in Cleveland, Ohio. According to CNN, around 3,000 federal agents from the ATF, FBI, and Secret Service will be present. Over 1,500 police officers and sheriff's deputies equipped with body cameras will also be present for the convention. Authorities have cordoned off roads and put in traffic restrictions around the convention's location at the Quicken Loans Arena. Additionally, drones and airplanes have been restricted from flying over the conference area. Authorities will also use body armor, armored trucks, M14 and AR-15 assault rifles, and a bomb robot to handle explosives. The convention runs from July 18th to the 21st and is expected to draw thousands of GOP supporters and protesters alike.
Trains in the U.S. could soon adopt airport-level security measures. Amtrak is stepping up security measures on trains after an attack on a high-speed train in France was foiled on August 21st and ahead of Pope Francis's visit to the United States next month. Amtrak has a 500-officer police force, as well as New York Metropolitan Transit Authority Police and a TSA program to assist with security in the Northeast Corridor. But many small train stations have little security, which means anyone could potentially run right up to a train and get on it without being stopped or asked questions. The most sensitive target at the moment seems to be the Northeast Corridor between New York and Washington, which will see an increase in ridership during the Pope's visit next month. Homeland Security already deploys what are called Viper teams along the Northeast Corridor, which include agents in uniform and bomb-sniffing dogs, as well as agents out of uniform who blend in with passengers to detect any suspicious activity. Unlike at U.S. airports, mandatory full-body scans have not been introduced, but the Viper program, which has a budget of more than $100 million, is expanding, which could result in a huge deal of annoyance for travelers who choose to take trains specifically to avoid invasions of their privacy and airport-level security scanning.